This is my garage.
How's it going, guys? And welcome back to the final episode of Funcle's Autoworx. Alrighty, so yes guys, as you may have guessed it, we are busy working on a brand new roleplay series, and yeah, things are definitely starting to come to an end for us over here in this shop. It's actually a very good shop, and I'm definitely enjoying this very much. It's just, I think it's time for a bit of a change, and for you guys, the viewers, also there's going to be a whole lot of new adventures coming in the roleplay series. So guys, what are we doing today? You may wonder. So yeah, as you've guessed it, we still got a little bit of work to take care of on the BMW E30 over here. So I've been leaving the car running here in the paint booth for a while. We've got all of the shops, the doors open, so there's pretty good ventilation, so it's not a bad thing. So what I've been doing is I've just letting the car run a bit and letting it get up to temperature, and as you can see, the temperature gauge is doing pretty well. It's sitting right there in the middle. It's not overheating, and yeah, we're talking about this car's been running for probably like 30 minutes in real lifetime now, and everything seems to be good. I did go ahead and install the radiator hoses that I forgot in the last episode, which was a little bit of a mediocre move from me for getting those, but yeah, everything is actually pretty good. As you can see, we've got our airbox back, and yeah, I'm quite happy with how this thing is running, and it sounds pretty good. I actually think I like this sound a little bit more than the rat from the base game. So as you guys can see, I've already started a little bit of work on the interior. We had to figure out a couple of things, how everything comes out, and I was not sure how to do it, so I didn't want to really struggle on the video as much, but I managed to figure everything out, and while I'm putting this thing back together, you guys will be able to see how it actually comes together again. So yeah, it's pretty much just going to be a reverse of putting it together if you wanted to take it apart. So we've got pretty much everything uninstalled from the interior. Well, not really everything, but a lot of things. Okay, those are screws. Looking at the door cards, so I think that should come off with just one bolt or one screw. We do have got some window lifters and stuff we're also going to be taking out, just to make sure everything is perfect on this thing. Interior panels, we are going to be able to buy these off the catalog because it is a yeah, black interior. Okay, so there we go. We've got this out. We're getting stuck on something, but okay. There we go. That one isn't too bad, but we're just going to go ahead and replace all of the interior, make this thing look as good as it can be. Okay, so there's the other door card, and it looks like we've got some B-pillar trims. I haven't really ever looked at how these things come off, but if I had to guess, it's most probably going to come off with the pry tool. So let's see, which it does. Okay, so yeah, some of the interior bits are a little bit very worn. Okay, this one doesn't look too bad, but remember we had quite a bit of damage on the body that we had to fix with the roof, so that's why we're going to go ahead and just replace everything. I think this panel at the back also, or the middle panel cover as they call it, is also probably damaged, so we're going to be replacing that. We've got a lot of rust to take care of, and well, not really a lot, but it's going to be something that we are going to do today. I might have to replace this, yeah, B-pillar on this side, because I noticed it's rusty, so we'll maybe get that cut out as well. Just slap a new one in here, and that way we'll know this car is going to be rust free and rust hole free, because ain't nobody want that on their cars. Okay, this one is still good, so we're gonna just go ahead and de-rust the quarter panel. Okay, so there we go. That's our driver's seat out and passenger seat out. So we are golden, guys. So once we start buying all of the parts, because we still have got a lot of stuff missing on this roof. We got to get all the glass, the new headliner, and all of that. So yeah, that is still part of the works for today, because I really need to see if we can button this thing up today, because yeah, it's the last episode, and I would really like to show you guys the whole process of fixing up this car. So we're just going to go ahead and chop this off real quick. I do recall it's just a one weld on the B pillar. So we're going to be replacing this, which is the left B pillar. Okay, let's come over here and just open our catalog. And I've been searching for a couple of things like the radiator hoses, which were missing. That's why the catalog is open here. Alrighty, and E30. And we got to go over to the body section once the catalog decides to update, because it is being a little bit slow again today. That's the nice thing about the roleplay series. I pretty much do all of these things off camera and prepare it beforehand. So yeah, I think you guys are gonna really enjoy it a bit. We've got quite a bit of a storyline going on there. Okay, so we are looking for the B pillar for the left. Okay, and I can't really think of everything we need at the moment, so we'll just take it step by step and gradually get everything done. Okay, so there's our new B pillar. Now I'm gonna need the welding machine, which is all the way over here still. And we should be able to just weld the B pillar back into place with this electrode that we've got left over here, which is just one weld over there, and there's no welds at the top. So just to confirm that, that is the only weld relevant to the B pillar, which is not too bad. Okay, so we no longer need this. Most probably we'll be good by just grabbing our sandblaster. Okay, let's blast away some of this rust and see if we can sort this out. So I still need to take off all of the trim, and I'm just going to go ahead and replace everything, because yeah, I don't really think we need to take any shortcuts here, because it's not like we don't have the money for it. I might have to take the bumper off, you know, come to think of it, because really want to see if we've got any rust hiding behind the bumper. And how do these bumpers come off on this car? Is it from here? It's probably those. Okay. I remember the older models of these BMW E30s, they actually had chrome bumpers, you know, metal bumpers, and they also didn't really tuck to the body like these ones do. It's a good thing we are taking the bumper off, because yeah, that is actually also a little bit bad behind the bumper. We still might have got a little bit of rust on this, most probably. I don't know, we'll just make sure before we actually put this thing together. Okay, so let's continue with the de-rusting over here on our quarter panel. Let's go ahead and do all of this. And yeah, as you guys know, the roleplay series will also try and do things a little bit more realistically again. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and paint the car. But in the roleplay series, we'll probably go through and primer the vehicles again, stripping all the taillights and stuff off, just to make it a little bit more realistic, and also kind of give you guys a little bit more entertainment, if we can call it that. Okay, let's sort out the rust on the trunk. And also another thing about the roleplay series is I never actually do this and go into the information tab, which is, yeah, not realistic. So yeah, for that reason we are going to be doing another roleplay series, and I think it's going to count a little bit in our favor in some instances, but in other instances it's also going to be a little bit more tricky. Especially the video editing might be getting a little bit more yeah, harder to handle, but I'm sure I'll be able to do it, because I've been doing it for very long. So there we go, that is our car now visually rust free. I'll probably take it for a drive over to Middletown to give it another fresh coat of paint and to polish it again. Okay, so I think we are pretty good. So there we go. Let's just put this back. So as you guys know, this save is going to become our preparation save, if I can call it that, if that even makes sense. So we are going to be preparing all of the vehicles in this save that is going to be going over to our roleplay series, which is usually the way that I've been doing the roleplays. You know, it's a lot of prep work, a lot of work being done off camera, and obviously if we are showing the financial side of things, we try and keep it to, you know, be a little bit more realistic, that we don't have to unnecessarily spend money on stuff that is going to cost us something in the roleplay series, especially if we are roleplaying that somebody else is paying for it. So for that reason, we've got ourselves this save, which is going to work great for that. Okay, so I'm just going to take every single thing off of here. We're going to see what's going to be. That is something else I just took off. I've got no idea what it is. Oh, that's our airbox. Okay. So yeah, guys, the airbox actually disappeared. I had to get another one. Well, actually, I had to replace the whole throttle, because that throttle that we had on the engine was actually bugged out. So I had to buy a new throttle and put the airbox on again. So that is at least sorted in that way. Anything else back here? We've got our trunk emblem. Although I think these are probably the same. Yeah, the front and rear seems to be the same logo. We've got this badge on here, which is the 320 logo. Okay, so there is that. Okay, anything else coming off with the pry tool? Our rocker panels don't seem to be doing anything, so there's no trim on that. The bumper doesn't have any trim on it. Taillights are probably screwed down. Okay. Yeah, it's a pity we've got that hole or that indent in the trunk, because you could actually debadge this thing as well if you wanted to do it then. But I think we've got all of the trim. The bumper don't have any trim. License plates are going to come off. The grill, we're still going to see what I'm doing with the grill. So let's see how that comes off, actually, while we are at it. Oh, come on, give me the bloody screwdriver. Okay, now how does the grill come off here? I think this is it. Probably. I don't know. Let's see. Is that anything? Oh, there's a crap ton of screws here. So I think it's some of these are for the headlights. Alright, let's just unscrew everything that I think is relevant to the grill. There we go. The grill is out or off. So does this have any removable parts on it? I doubt it. I think this is a one-piece grill. Yeah, which it is. So we're just going to go ahead and buy a new one. What's the condition of this one? It's actually not bad. It's 92%. Might as well go and put that back. But I think for the purpose of taking off the headlights, it's a little bit easier when it's removed. Because the headlights are also not base game headlights. These are, in fact, a set of headlights for the BMW E30 in particular, which is great. Okay, let's come and take this one off as well. Okay, so we can actually replace those if they are bad. Well, this one is 57, that one is 55, so it's a good thing we are taking those off. Blinkers can also come off most probably, and I've got the torch on because it's a little bit dark ever since this game updated, so just going to go ahead and use the torch over here. And yeah, blinkers, we're going to have to replace those. We are going to probably get some new license plates because these might have some wear on them as well. Okay, so there's our front license plate. Let's just take off the rear one as well. Would help if I set it to loosening, right? Okay, there's our license plate. It's falling into the trunk. Being all weird and stuff, you know, but okay. Alright, taillights. Let's see how these come out. I think it's also probably screws. Well, maybe just one screw over here. Could that be it? Nope. There's another one down here. Okay, so there's the one taillight. Actually, not too bad. Not destroyed. Okay, let's take this one off. Last but not least, can we see the screw? Okay, it's a little bit... Yeah, the gas tank is kind of in the way of that one, but okay, we've got it out. Yeah, that taillight is actually very bad. So let's quickly inspect our window lifters as well while we are at the... You know, in the stripping side of things, you know, taking parts off the car. Okay, so there's our one winder, which is at 67%. We're going to take the glass off. So I think the glass might be reusable. Oh, that's a screw. Okay, never mind. I didn't know it was actually a screw that kept these in. Alright, you learn something new every day. Okay, so there's our window winder, which is 67%. It's not really bad. We've got a coupe window on that. Okay, so let's come and take the window out first on this side. Okay, come on. There we go. Do we have it? Can't see it. It's probably... Yeah, there it is on the floor. Okay, so these seem to be good still. We could probably reuse those. Okay, need the wrench again. Let's come over here. We're going to undo this. And see, that is 62%. Okay, so I'm going to need to buy a whole lot of parts for this car. Okay, so what else is there? There's the door mirrors. What are those? Tiny little screws. Okay. We've got quite a bit of a mix and match of tools we need this time to strip this thing. Door mirrors actually take wear as well, which is not very common. Okay, so that can come off. Do the door handles or anything like that pop off? Alright, well, it's one way to find out. Let's see if the door handles come off. Nope, doesn't look like it. We're just smacking ourselves in the face with the door. Nothing to take off on the hood. Okay, so we are golden. That is good. Bumpers look good. Everything is stripped off. Okay, I think we can actually get our bumper back on. You know what? Actually, let's take the front bumper off as well. Because I just wanted to make sure. I think this is where the bumper comes off. I mean, it will make sense for it to be bolted down there. What is that? That is the front panel. Okay. Okay, so it's not really the bumper. Now, where does the bumper come off? Probably this. Okay, well, let's undo this as well. Okay, there's our front bumper. Okay, that way when we respray the car, we know at least we're going to be getting into all of these nooks and crannies, which is great. Okay, whoa, stop right there, big boy. You cannot go out of the paint booth just yet. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is we're going to spray this. We've got our color code already set to the green that the car is supposed to be painted. So it's just going to be a matter of painting this thing all the way and try and do it as good as possible. But I'm going to take it over to Middletown anyway for a paint job. So we'll see how this is going to work out. And yeah, I actually forgot to mention I've got some new wheels as well that's going on the car. We've got them laying over there. I'll show you guys that once we get to that. So I thought these ones look good, but I think the ones that I'm putting on the car or going to be changing with, these ones are just a little bit smaller. They might suit the arches a little bit better because these are a little too big and they're also sticking out a little bit too much. So we're going to go ahead and see what those look like, the ones that we've got over there by our lift. Okay, but let's continue with this paint job. It's quite a bit of a tedious thing painting a car now with this, because used to be able to just pop it in a paint booth and hit one button and it would be painted, but unfortunately that mod is broken. Or not really broken, but it's not working as you would want it to work anymore. Okay, spray up all up in here. There we go. Let's get our hood painted nicely. Yeah, you gotta be extra, I don't know what to call it exactly, extra careful or extra attentive. Yeah, I'm struggling to find the right word for this, but you gotta focus on what you're doing when you're painting now to make sure you've got every single spot, because you can easily miss a little spot like that, and then you see, there we go, we've got paint missing over there, which is still some of the clear coat, which is also going to open up a whole lot of possibilities for our roleplay series in being able to make the cars look sun faded or sun damaged, you know, with the clear coat. So I think it's definitely going to make things a little bit more interesting for us, and also a little bit more realistic. So I'm actually quite excited to start working on this roleplay series. I've done a lot of prep work, and I think we are about 99% there in terms of preparations for the roleplay series. Okay, let's just get all of these door jambs painted up over there. So now if this was done on the roleplay series, we would have been primering this car and painting it that primer grey, which is the color code 808080. In case you guys are ever wondering what the color code is for the base game primer, it's 808080. Okay, so there we go. That is the bulk of the car painted. Now, yeah, we still got some rust stars and stuff, but I think the actual service center paint job will sort that out for us without any issues. Okay, that looks good. And now we need to paint this front panel as well. And then we can start putting everything together again, because my plans are to finish this car in today's episode. This is episode 50. And this series has gone on very long now. It's been quite a busy one for me. Okay, so there we go. Paint our bumper here as well. So now we still need to do clear coat on this thing, but I don't think it's really necessary to do it if we are taking this thing over to the paint booth in Middletown, but yeah, why not? I mean, it depends on the episode. If I see it's getting too long, then we'll see if we can maybe cut some shortcuts here, but I think for the moment we need to just do what we do. Never really painted at the back of the car, did I? Okay, there we go. That is also coming together nicely. Not too bad. And I could have sworn I saw some imperfection over here somewhere. Could have just been my imagination, you know. But yeah, you need to pay attention to what you're doing now with this update that we are on. There's another thing I wanted to know. This rear panel back here. I see it's got this black feature or plastic touch over here. I don't know if that is part of the rear trunk panel or something, or the rear valance maybe, but I think it looks good in black anyway. It's just gonna stay that way, but you can actually color code that as well, the same color as the car with Material Master if you wanted to. But okay, let's just put this on the table, and we are kicking our toolbox into oblivion. Okay, so let's start putting things back on. See how this works. Okay, so this can go on just like that, and let's grab our front bumper again. So it's got some bolts over here, which is 2 on that side, 2 on this side. Perfect. Yeah, this thing actually looks pretty mean in this matte green, but yeah, definitely not the look I'm going for with this car. We need to make it nice and shiny and flashy, because I have decided where I'm going to use this car. So you guys will have to stay tuned to the roleplay series for this. See when this thing is going to show up. Okay, so now that the car is painted, and we are still probably missing some paint stars, but you know, I'm not going to worry about it. We need to start looking at what things we need to buy for this car. So there's a whole lot of stuff. And I think while we are at it, we could actually do a little bit of customization. Let's just show the wheels real quick. So these TSWs, they are a little bit smaller than those and a little bit thinner. So they might fit the car a little bit better. So I already aired these up as well. Yeah, they're almost the same size. It's just, I think they're going to fit a little bit better. It's yeah, I mean, those are way too thick, way too wide. Yeah, okay, well, that's one way of explaining it, I guess. Okay, let's get over to our catalog. We need to do a little bit of shopping. So we've got all of the trim and stuff we need to buy here still. So I think let's just start at the bottom here. And we need to buy all the stuff for the coupe. Left rocker panel coupe. Okay, we didn't need to buy that. Okay, that was actually still on the car. We've got some different version splitters. I think front splitter, that's the stock one. Let's see what this one looks like. Alright. Yeah, this one might give us a little bit more of a stancy look. Yeah, I think that looks good. It's just a pity we don't have anything to put in the bumper there, in those gaps over there at the bottom, because those used to always be empty, from what I can remember. Okay, and we unnecessarily bought this. I didn't really need to get that. The question is, do these things go in a backpack? No, they don't, so we're going to have to carry these over one by one, which sucks. But what can we do? Okay, pop that onto there. Yeah, we'll do the clear coat afterwards, I think. See how it works out. I think there's also some different versions of taillights and headlights and stuff, so we'll try and spice this thing up a little bit, maybe even add a spoiler to it at the back. I think that'll also look pretty nifty. This is probably for this side now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this one is for the other door. I don't see the trim for the front yet. I haven't seen it yet. Okay, this is for our other door. Driver's side door. Okay, the fender trims, I haven't seen those yet, so we'll just keep an eye out for those. Door front right. Okay, that is for the sedan. That's what I wanted to say. Front bumper support, all of this seems to be good. We've got a paintable rear panel. Oh, that is what it's called. Okay, never mind. Look at me figuring things out without even knowing I wanted to figure them out. Let's go over to accessories. I think, were we on accessories? I don't think so. The catalog is loading. It's just super slow all of the sudden again. So yeah, I have actually updated all of my mods. Okay, so let's see what these look like. If I don't like it, we're not going with this. Yeah, that looks... yeah, no. I don't think we're going to go with those. Let's just go with the tinted ones, maybe. Let's see what that one looks like. Very tinted indeed. Yeah, I'm not a big fan, really. Okay, so it looks like we're just going to go with the stock standard... well, yeah, taillights for that matter. Spoilers now, guys. I don't know if this is going to be a nice one. Let's see. Might suit the car, I think so. Let's see. Since we are doing kind of a tuned vehicle here, something modded, very slightly and tastefully modded. That's what I'll call it. Okay, we might have to just paint that again, but we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to like the look of it. Okay, I still needed to mount these. These are the trims for the fenders. So let's get these fitted. Pop it on there. And I don't think there are any badges, you know, for the sides. I don't know. I might be wrong. We'll see. Just got to keep at this and going through all of the parts here. We've got the angel eyes. Yeah, these aren't angel eyes. They don't look like angel eyes to me. Well, maybe they do have got a ring around them. Okay, well, you know what? They look similar to the stock ones, so we might as well just buy them anyway. Okay, so eyebrows. Do we want eyebrows? No, I don't think we want eyebrows. We'll get the roof antenna and all of these things. Where does logo 1 go? Because if I'm not mistaken, these logos go on the trunk and on the hood. Okay, that's for the roof. Let's just grab this. Where does logo 1 go? I've got no idea. So I didn't take it off the car. What does it look like? Is it maybe just a replacement for logo 2? I don't know. It's probably just a different logo for the front. Yeah, that's a... Oh, it's got the chromed writing. Okay. I don't know. Do we want this or do we want the other ones? I don't know. You guys will comment down below if I need to swap those over before shipping this car over to the roleplay save. So let me know on that if we should go with logo 1. There's our taillights. There's our blinkers. We've got a grill version 2. Let's see what this is all about. Okay, what's the difference? Oh, this one doesn't have ventilation. That one has got ventilation, okay. Alright, I don't know. Yeah, what the heck, we'll go with that one. Let's get it screwed down here. If we can. It's being all weird when you open the hood. Okay, now the hood is being all weird. Okay. Alright, at least one screw, then it sort of starts behaving. Okay, you get all of these tiny little screws zip down. Okay, so that's our front end. Looking pretty good. Okay, we are going to move the car back to the lift for these. So let's just put that back over there. Alright, we're going to need some bulbs before I do all of that. So let's just see. Also, do we have got different mirrors? I don't see any. I don't want to do a sun strip. We're not doing eyebrows, so we'll just do the 2 mirrors. Okay, now the question is, do anything go in the backpack? Nothing. Nothing goes in the backpack at all. Okay. So we're going to need 4 headlights. How many bulbs? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's 6. And we're going to need 2 for there. So that's 2 boxes pretty much. This can go... Oh, I nearly forgot about these. Okay, let's grab this. This is our badge for here. Okay, this goes on the roof. I don't think this bolts down or screws down. It just snaps into place, just like that. Okay, and mirrors. Let's do these, and then we'll come and buy the bulbs real quickly for all the lights. Now, I can't remember how does this mount. Is this a screw again? Yeah, it's a screw. Okay, screw it down over there, and we still got our torch on. It's just before midnight in game, so it's pitch dark outside. Yeah, see, I can't really see what I'm doing without the torch on, so it's probably better to leave it on for now. Okay, let's buy the bulbs, get all of those lights installed, and then we're going to move over to the interior parts. Yeah, it's not going to show up here, most probably. I'll have to go into LAD temporarily for the bulbs. Okay, yeah, this is actually a mistake. I should have just carried on with other stuff. But you know what? We're doing it now, so let's just do it. And we'll go back to E30 once again. Alright, let's just let the catalog do its thing once again. And we still need to buy interior parts and accessories and windows and yada yada yada. There's a lot of stuff to do. Okay, so we're going to go over to Windows next because we need to buy a whole bunch of stuff here next. Let's just wait for the catalog to do its thing. Alright, anytime now. There we go. There's all the Windows stuff, so we'll sort that out in just a bit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and these ones, I think it takes 4. Let's just see. Do they actually take 4? Yeah, I think, well, 2 each. So that's 4 bulbs in total for the headlights. Okay, let's do this. Okay, pop that in, pop that in. Okay, brand new headlight bulbs. New blinker bulbs. Do they actually go in? I don't know. We'll see. Well, it looks like they are doing their thing. As long as all the bulbs are going in. Don't care where they are going, but yeah, we've got 3 in here, we've got 3 in there, we've got 1 in each of these. Okay, so we should be golden. Front right blinker. Yeah, let's just take a walk over here. Pop that into here. Zip it down, zip it down. Okay. Alrighty, yeah. A lot of walking up and down to get these things. But you know what? It's part of the job. It's what we gotta do. We gotta do what we gotta do. Okay. Zip it down over there. Okay, let's do headlights next. Okay, there's the right-hand side headlight. Well, it's actually a headlight assembly. Whoop, and there it goes flying. Okay, let's try that again. Let's just be sure to go onto the screw properly. Okay, well, I think I got it. Yeah, actually need to take the hood off to do this a little bit easier, but you know what? We're in it now, so let's just do it the way we do it. Yeah, maybe come from this side. Okay, now we can zip it down from there. All 4 of those. Alright, so that should be the front end of this car done. We've got our mirrors on, and we're gonna do taillights next. Okay, what else do we have laying around here? Oh, okay. Well, that's a head gasket that was missing from our dual overhead cam engine we built the other day. Decided to pop up again and show itself. Okay, taillight. Zip it down and zip it down. Other taillight. Here we go. Alright, another thing I wanted to check was still the wiper motor. Does this car even come with wipers? I don't know. Well, I'm sure it does come with wipers in real life, but I don't know if the modder has added it to this car. Because we didn't take it out, and we also, yeah, I don't see it. It's not on the car, so maybe it's part of the windshield. I don't know. Because usually these things are just, you know, for looks. It's not really functionable. I don't know if that was the right window. We need to buy the coupe stuff. Okay, what else is there for the coupe? I think that is all for the sedan. Okay, looks like the rear window is actually the same. Which will make sense. There's no wiper blades on this. Okay, so just take it there's no wiper blades for this car then, I guess. Which is fine. Okay, so we've got those pieces installed, and now we're just going to do these. Okay, this is the rear left most probably. And then we get the rear right one over here. Okay, now the question is, do these things go in the backpack? No, they don't. Alright, so far no luck with putting stuff in the backpack. Okay, we are going to need the screwdriver over here. I think our wrench is still laying over there somewhere. Wherever it is, there it is. Okay, so front left. I think this is front left. Okay, put that back into there. Where's our front left window? It's this one. Put that back there. Okay, there's our screwdriver. Okay, let's take this over this side. Okay, window lifter for that side. Let's pick it up and bring it over here. Okay, and now zip it up and zip it up. Alrighty guys, so I think that is all of the glass installed. So this car is definitely getting there. I still need to do the clear coat paint on this thing. But I don't know, this matte green is actually starting to grow on me. Okay, let's get our spoiler painted. Hopefully it also paints without a problem. Yeah, see, there are always some imperfections when doing it like this, so I don't know. Might as well just take the freaking spoiler off again, if you ask me. I might actually do that. We'll see. I'll decide. I'll see if I take it over to the paint booth, maybe if I want to change it, take it off, or what it does after the paint in the paint booth at Milltown. Alright, right now we are heading over to the interior. Okay, yeah, we need to be very cautious of what we buy, because we are buying for the coupe, which, yeah, there we go. So we've got regular ones, and we've got these ones with the, I don't know what that's called, that design. But I think let's go with the stock-ish stuff, okay? Okay, so there's the carpet. Is there a headliner for the coupe? Most probably is. So let's start at the bottom, you know. Let's work our way up. Okay, there's our seats. There's our carpet for the coupe. Okay, we'll get these door cards. Rear left cover, rear right cover, and those are version 2, version 2. Let's get the version 1s. Handbrake console, shifter. There's our actual console. Middle panel cover. There's the front mirror. There's the cluster, and there's the rear seat. We already did that, so we need our dashboard. And then it looks like the headliner is the only one available here. Okay, so what does the headliner look like? Is it... okay, so it's that color, but you know what, that's fine. That'll also work. And then B-pillar trims. Let's just see, is this thing... Where are the B-pillar trims? They need to be here somewhere. Yeah, it looks like the B-pillar trims are also just one thing available. So let's just get those. Okay, and yeah, we've got a crap ton of parts laying over here now. I didn't check which side this is for. Probably left. Okay. Let's go and get the right one as well. There we go. I pop you into there as well, and then where's the mirror? Because I wanted to get this in as well. See how this goes in. I think it just snaps in, does it? It's got a tiny little screw over there at the back, so we need our screwdriver, which is probably over here. Let me just pick this up. Okay, and let's come over here and see if we can zip this mirror down. Okay, there's one. And it could possibly just be the one. Yes, it is just the one screw. Okay, that is good. Okay, we are probably going to need our wrench and screwdriver here. Get all of this stuff in. Where should we start? Let's maybe start with some of these stuff that snap into place, like the carpet. This is our, yeah, that's our carpet. Okay, that goes into there, and that actually comes out with the pry tool. Okay, so that is good. Now let's grab our rear panel. This thing actually just pops in as well. Pops in like that. Okay. Alright, I think from there, let's do the seat at the back. Get our rear seat into there. Okay, a wrench. Okay, so here's 2 bolts for this. Okay, right over there and right over there. That is it. Okay, I think let's do all the back stuff, and we'll go to the front. Okay, there's our rear right cover. I think those are, yeah, those were screws. Now that I think about it. So these are screwed down, and now I can't get to that. Okay, no clip for the win. Okay, that's another thing we're not going to be using in roleplay is the no-clip mod. Well, maybe in between episodes to do a little bit of prep work and such, I might use it. But yeah, definitely not on camera. Okay, front left, door cover. Let's do this next. Just zips down over there. Okay, and let's grab the other one. Alright, pop this onto there. Okay, so that is getting there, guys. We are slowly but surely starting to sort this thing out. The gear stick, you know what, this actually needs to go in next. Which is a little bit of a weird one, because it looks like the bolts are coming from the bottom. Which is not really weird, but it's, yeah, it's the first car that actually gets it bolted down from the bottom of the car. Which is probably realistic as well. Okay, we still need to buy a stereo, but we're going to be buying the Wolf stereo. I don't even think the stereo goes in this. It probably goes in the dashboard. Okay. Alright, so this can go into our dashboard. No glove box. Yeah, separate glove box is non-existent, so we'll just pop this into here. Okay, so the dashboard has got 4 screws. Okay, come on, can we just get on it? Okay, there's the second one over there, and the third one is, well, on the other side. Okay, so there's the third one, and there's the fourth one. Perfect. Alrighty, so yeah, it took me a little bit of time to figure all of this out and see what goes where. Okay, this is our handbrake lever, actually, but it's called the handbrake console. So this has got two tiny screws right here at the back, and it's kind of under the carpet, so I would recommend you take the carpet out with the pry tool first if you are installing your interior. This is the passenger seat. Yeah, these are plain straightforward things. They've got 4 bolts, just like any other seat in the game, pretty much. Okay, once again, sort of hidden by the carpet, but at least if you know they are there, it's easy to come to, well, get to them. Okay, this is our driver's seat. Okay, put that into here. We'll zip it all down, and unfortunately, because our car is lowered, our handbrake cable is sticking through the bodywork over there, but it's fine. Not going to be bothered with that. But just like that, our car is now completely assembled. Let's just check our conditions over there. Yeah, the 5 stars are all there for condition. As I said, for the rust and the paint, that'll be sorted over in Middletown. But what I need to do now, guys, is I want to get this thing up on the lift, and we want to quickly swap our wheels, and then we might actually take this thing for a drive over to Middletown, because yeah, this is gonna be a little bit tedious if I wanted to do this. So I think this will be a great test, because I haven't really ever tested this for real. See if Middletown actually does, you know, apply the clear coat for you as well. So I think we'll drive this thing over there like this, and then just give it a little bit of a test. Alright, there she goes. Alright, let's put this thing up onto our lift. Oop, let's just go with this camera. It's going to be easier for us to see what we are doing. Okay, perfect. And I actually like the steering wheel. It actually looks pretty good. I'm wondering, do you guys think there's a possibility that the logo will go on the center of the steering wheel? I doubt it, but you know what? It was worth a shot. Okay, I tried. Okay, let's get our TSWs on here. Gonna remove the what is this? Wet sport wheels. Okay, so these are coming off, and we're going to be installing the TSWs, and we just need license plates on this thing, and then I would like to call this thing done once we get it over to Middletown for the paint job. Alright, we'll just use this wrench. So I already aired the tires up, so once we get them mounted, I think we should be good to go, and I think that actually fits perfectly. Alright, once again, the lag is still real. Bolting down wheels, you know. Okay. I think I also did a little bit of adjustments to the suspension, but we'll check it again once these wheels are all installed all around, and see if I want to make any changes to the height of the car again. I think it might be safer, considering we are heading over to Middletown here in a bit, and you guys know getting into the service center is a little bit dodgy. Yeah, let's just call it that. Okay, so there we go. Those wheels are off, and I might actually have those wheels reappear. So the reason why I took the wheels off the Focus is that car is going to be featured in the series as a stock-ish car, you know. So we'll see. It might be something we end up using for a short time, or maybe it's something we're going to use long term. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with the Ford Focus in the yeah, almost said revivals, but yeah, that's not what the series is called. This is a brand new series, guys. So yeah, here we go. We've got our car mobile. We've got tons of gas. I just want to take a little bit of a nap. It's a little bit too much. Let's go to 8:54. Alright, I'm still not using my steering wheel today, so I'm going to be driving with keyboard and mouse. So, whoa, that is crazy how much power this thing has got. But yeah, look at these wheels. I don't know, it looks good, but I don't know if I like the spoiler. The spoiler is kind of making it look weird, because we don't really have a proper body kit on this thing, so I don't know. You guys can comment down below, what do you guys think of the spoiler on our BMW? If we should rather take it off, or if we should just roll with it, you know? I don't know. So let's make our way over to Middletown. We're gonna see if the service center actually paints the car up in clear coat for us as well, and that way we all know how it's gonna work, whether it works or not. So yeah, I think let's do a little bit of a time-lapse drive, and I'll catch up to you guys once we get there.
You know the sound that rung below. Hear me power, watch it go. 68 Charger on the road. Big block thunder, heavy load. Steel and chrome, American made. V8 heartbeat, never fade. Muscle bound and built to run. 4-barrel fury in the sun. Detroit thunder in my veins. Mopar madness can't be tamed. Rev it up, let it roar. Rev it up, give me more. Detroit thunder, that's the way.
Alrighty, so we made it over to Middletown without any issues at all. So car did pretty well. It's actually handling quite well. We've still got a little bit of clear coat on this fender already, so we'll see now what happens if we come over here and just do this. Okay, let's see, and there we go. Okay, so clear coat has been applied, but once again no polishing done, so polishing is something we're gonna have to sort out. So the only thing that I need to do still to this car is a little bit of window tint, because you guys know I always do a little bit of tint, and maybe some suspension adjustments. I'm gonna get some license plates, and then this car is ready to rock and roll over to our role-playing save, guys. So yeah, it's been quite a bit of a journey, and I still need to install the radio. You know, I didn't do that yet, so we'll maybe also go and grab a radio from the shop.
Every day. Yeah. You feel the pull that talks on me. 70 Q to Forest Green. 446 pack. Hear it sing. Quarter mile, the king of kings. Chevy power, LS might. Mustang stallion, pure delight. American muscle born to race. Freedom written on my face. Detroit thunder in my veins. Mopar madness can't be tamed. Rev it up, let it roar. Rev it up, give me more. Detroit thunder, that's the way. Detroit thunder every day. Vroom, vroom, ba-da-da-dum. Vroom, vroom, here I come. Rat-tat-tat-tat. Pistons fire.
Alrighty guys, so we are back in town. Well, not really town, on the small island once again. So we're just gonna grab some window tint. Hey buddy.
About Ray. He owns the junkyard on the other side of this island.
Yeah, I've heard about Ray. Alright, so here's window tint. I think one roll will be enough. Let's quickly have a look at this. So we're just tinting this one. Are these windows tintable? Yeah, they are. Okay, so the front ones are a little bit tricky, especially this one. I don't know what's cooking with it. Might have to get a little bit creative for it. Unless if we lost our window, because I did hear a bang on our way back down here. I don't know, this car is just maybe a little bit too low. The window is in there, is it not? Maybe the glass got destroyed in our drive. I think that's probably what happened. Okay, so we don't have a window in here. Okay, you know what? Easy fix. That's a bit of a bummer. Looks like our car got a a little bit of damage here. I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it too much. We'll get that sorted out after the episode, I guess. Just put a window back in it. Yeah, obviously some invisible stuff over here. And we're just going to buy a random plate for it. Okay, let's put this in the trunk. Is it going to allow us to just put it in the trunk and not put it in the car? You know what? Let's just put it in the backpack. Alright, back to the workshop real quick. I want to see what happened to this passenger door. Well, let's quickly maybe go and sort that out before I end this episode, guys. Because it's going to bother me now. Because I heard a bang and I don't know what it's cooking. Because I don't see damage on the car. It doesn't look like it's actually banged up or anything like that. So it's a bit of a weird one. Okay, let's just back it into the shop here. And with our barn gone, it's actually a little bit more convenient. Okay, stop it right over there. Get our handbrake up. I just want to rip this door card off real quick and see what is going on under there. That is screwdriver. Okay, where's the... Alright, so the glass definitely disappeared. Okay, so it must have broken, you know. Windows for the E30, so we need to meet the front right window for the coupe again. Come on, catalog, you can do it. There we go. Right, front right coupe. Yeah, I think maybe our suspension is just a little bit too low on this car. Okay, there we go. We've got our glass back in. And I still need to polish this thing, but I think I've showcased that enough in this series, guys. You all know what it's all about now. And it's really not a big deal. You just need to be quite thorough with it and make sure you take your time. So that is what I am going to be doing. But I think this is something I'm going to be probably taking care of off camera. So guys, I think that is going to be where I will end this series. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and I really appreciate every view, every like. And guys, also please do stay tuned for the roleplay series coming up really soon. Gotta try and see if we can even get to it this week, at least the launch or the pilot episode. That'll be great, and you guys will be able to enjoy a whole brand new adventure right here on Funcle 88's gaming channel. So thank you all so much, guys. I really appreciate it very much. And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I will appreciate it very much. And then, guys, I will see you all in the brand new roleplay series.
Wheels keep spinning on the highway. Good things happen in the driveway. Having good days with the good boys. I don't think that I'm leaving today.